Hi, this is Tansir with the inventory. Today we're checking out the AIAIAI TMA-1 Studio Young Guru Edition. These are AIAIAI's flagship model. Now, AIAIAI have been making some wonderful headphones over the past, I think, 7-8 years. Their other headphones such as the TMA-1 DJ, TMA-1 Studio have all been received with critical acclaim world over. Some of the best DJs and producers world over are using their headphones. What these guys have been doing differently is that they're making great sounding headphones along with great design and functionality. So it's the first time someone has thankfully made a headphone that sounds great and doesn't look like you're wearing Optimus Prime's arm on your head or something like that. Thankfully the design is simple and classy. So first off, I think it's important to get something out of the way. Unlike the TMA-1 DJ series that has various special editions like the Fool's Gold, Beatport, and the new Stone's Throw, the sound signature across them is kind of the same. There's not much different in terms of sound and in terms of the functionality or the design. But the Young Guru edition does not share that the same kind of similarity with the TMA-1 Studio. This is a completely different beast. The sound signature is completely different, the fit is different, and the overall headphone is very, very different. So let's get that out of the way in case you're wondering it's just a TMA-1 Studio with a colored cable. It is not. And this is, I think a quick spoiler at this point, this is currently our most favorite headphone. Hopefully through this video we'll be able to show you and tell you why. Let's give you a quick rundown of what's included in the box before we give you a close-up of the headphone. So here's the box itself, and in typical AIAIAI fashion, it's wonderful packaging. You get every time you open an AIAIAI headphone box, you think you're opening some kind of a jewel case. So that's really cool. Included in the box are these this really nice carry pouch. It's got a nice large zip that feels very solid and very easy to use, and nice soft carry pouch to keep your headphones safe in your bag. You get a second set of cables. You can remove this one and connect an Apple compatible cable. This is an Apple certified cable, which means it works with your iPhone, iPod, iPad, and your MacBook Pro. You can control things like volume, track forward, track back, use the inline mic for things like FaceTime calls or Skype calls or anything else you may need. So this is actually very, very useful, a nice addition. And because the impedance is so low, it works very well with smartphones. So this is a good touch. And you get a manual. You may be wondering why would you get a manual with a headphone, but there's some interesting tidbits here about using the headphone and its features and so on. So that's what you get in the box. At this point, it's probably a good time to show you, or rather give you a close-up of the headphone itself. Just kind of give you, walk you through what the features are, and you get a feel for what the headphones are like. We'll come back after that and we'll talk a little bit more about its features and the all-important sound signature. All right, so here's a close-up of the headphone. As you can see, it's got this really classy matte black finish. It's held together by this single headband that's running all the way from this side all the way to the other side of the headphone. So it basically holds the entire headphone together in a single piece. There is no other visual branding, there's no flash, there's no design element there. The only place where you see any branding is inside. When you look at inside the ear cups, on one side there's Young Guru and on the other side you can see AIAIAI. So it's really, really classy and very minimalistic. They really focus on what the headphone should be. This is all about the headphone itself and not really about flashy branding. That's one of the things why it's so popular. So the cups that are here, the ear cups, these are made of really soft Japanese memory foam. They are very light, very soft to touch, and they really sit on your ears without any weight or any pressure. And the same memory foam kind of carries through to the headband as well. So giving you some nice cushioning that gives your head some support when you're wearing them for extended periods of time. The cups themselves are replaceable, so they're really easy to take out. There you go. So the cups come out as such, and putting them back on is as easy as just lining it up perfectly and then just clipping them into place. Now let me take out the cup on this side as well, so I can show you the other side of what's removable and replaceable, which is the cable itself. So the cable comes out, very easy to replace them in case you lose or a cable gets cut, you can replace that pretty easily. And on the other end of the cable is the 3.5 to 6.3 mm converter. Here you can just unscrew it and you have this smaller cable connector which basically allows you to connect it to your smartphone or your laptop. The connector itself seems of very, very high quality, really nice finish and really high quality connector, as you would expect from a headphone of this caliber. And the cable itself that it comes with is got this nice red finish, and it's wrapped around this soft cloth that gives it the really nice, a nice finish and a nice soft touch to hold. You get the other connector that you get inside the cable is the iOS connector, which allows you to use this along with your iPhone, iPad or MacBook Pro. Connecting them back is as easy as plugging it in and just locking it there, and putting the ear cups back onto the headphone is again just about lining it up and about just giving it a press. And then you have your headphone back there again. That's all there is to the headphone. You know, they focus on giving you a simple, classy design and focus on what's important, which is the headphone itself and the features that it has. So that's a quick close-up of the AIAIAI Young Guru edition. So the close-up hopefully got you a nice detailed look at the headphone and its simple, classy, minimalistic design. That's more about the features rather than it being flashy. Let's talk about the sound signature, the all-important sound signature, and what these headphones actually sound like. These are with the studio tag, as you'd expect. These headphones have been tuned to design and work for professional needs as well, and they do that job wonderfully well. Is the sound frequency response completely flat? I don't think so. But is it too colored, or is it transparent enough to do professional work? Absolutely. What happens is people obsess over the flat frequency response so much that they tend to miss all of the other nuances. These headphones are clean and transparent enough for you to do serious work with. Let's talk about the bass. It's nice and tight without being overpowering. There's good amount of healthy low end there for you to clearly distinguish between your different kick drums and the way your kick and bass respond, which is a hugely important area for producers when they're trying to pick and see. Sometimes your monitors in your room muddy things up so much that you're not able to make clear decisions, you're not able to hear your kick and bass separately. With these, you're going to be able to do that. The low end is very tight, very, very clean, thoroughly enjoyable. The mids and highs are a little more forward in nature in these headphones, which initially you would go like, you know, while you would think that those are a little more forward than the others, those actually are an advantage because we were able to pick out nuances and differences between instruments that we would miss otherwise. And you have a good, nice, wide sound stage. The stereo separation is excellent in them. So the mids and highs, while they are very present and very clean, there's a nice balance. So between the tight lows, the clean and the punchy highs as well that come through, and the transients, you start to hear all your instruments and everything feels really, really involved. It's like you're almost there. Now the over-the-ear design of the headphones means they sit around your ear, not over your ear. Now that design allows it to be very, very comfortable and you can wear them for extended periods of time. That's a hugely important factor. It's so light, and the Japanese memory foam and the cushions on top allow you to have them on without any kind of fatigue at all. This is a massively important factor and one that we tend to miss with a lot of other headphones. So you can have them on for hours on end, use them from any source material. We tried them with, you know, iPhones, other smartphones, MacBook Pros, professional DJ mixers, and they sounded great through all of those sources. So they're a fantastic headphone for people who just want to listen to music and enjoy good quality music with, or even professionals who either want to DJ or produce with them. It kind of does, you know, it can don different hats and do all of them excellently well. And it's a combination of those factors that is why we think these are one of the best headphones you can get at the moment. They're at least our favorite headphones in the office, and we've been, you know, all of us have converted to the Young Gurus because we can't really live without them. Once you wear them and try them out, I'm pretty sure you'll think the same as well. So that is the TMA-1 Studio Young Guru edition from AIAIAI. Thanks for watching.